Something about you stalking?
About me talking?
Stalking with an S.
Oh, stalking?
Yeah, like Nicole?
Oh, Nikki. Yeah, stalking Nikki because yeah, because she owed me about $10,000.
So they have like some kind of paperwork about you stalking her and like her getting a restraining order. They have like all of that stuff.
Yeah, she did that so she wouldn't have to pay me back the money. They kept calling her because I was pissed that she hadn't paid me any money.
Yeah, on it says like you tried to hide her number in your phone by labeling it mom or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's all very weird. They have so much stuff.
yeah.
Like I guess this woman said that you thought that she was your girlfriend and she wasn't, and like her boyfriend had to tell you to stop.
She didn't have a boyfriend.
Well, then she had a guy tell you to stop because you like came to her work one day.
That I went to her work to pick her up from work.
Well, don't yell at me. I'm just saying what the paper said.
Yeah, I know. She lied on the fucking paper. I was her ride to and from Walmart when she worked at Walmart. She lied. She did a lot of lying.
Yeah, he said you called her like 40 times in a row.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That was to try to start getting my money back from her.
Oh, well, I'm just saying. In the paperwork, it says that you were calling her repeatedly because you thought she was like being with another guy. I was like, yep, sounds like Lauren. You know?
No, she wasn't with another guy and nothing like that. Just try to start getting my money back from her. So I had helped her out of a bad situation. She got evicted from her trailer. I helped her move out of there. I helped her get her an apartment. I helped her get stuff for her apartment. I helped her get Christmas presents for her kids. I helped her get her shit straightened back out so that she could try to get her kids back.
So, did you let her borrow money or did you give her money?
Some of it I gave her. Some of it I let her borrow and told her she had to pay me back.
Oh. Well, she said that you thought that she was your girlfriend, and you said something to the police about you heard there was a black car in a wreck, so you were trying to call her, and that's why you called her 40 times.
A black car and a what?
You said that her friend was driving a black car, and you saw on the news that there was a black car in an accident, and that's why you were calling her repeatedly.
Oh, yeah, I remember that time. She said she was going down southern Maine. I think it was Ellsworth or somewhere like that, and she was with her friend in a black car, and she told me what kind of car it was, and I couldn't remember the name of the car. But that's why I kept calling her that time, was to see, because I had heard on the news that black car had gotten in an accident down that way, and I was wondering if it was her. And she wasn't answering the phone, but I was like, huh. Thought it was her.
Yeah.
So that was an innocent one. That wasn't anything fucking weird. That was her making it sound weird.
Oh.
But.
And there's something about there's like a police report of you like driving drunk and crashing into a house.
Yeah, that was in 2006.
Yeah, apparently you were like really drunk or something.
No, I wasn't real drunk. I fell asleep.
I'm just going by what the paperwork said.
Did the paperwork also say I was 0.09878 was my blood alcohol? Just the cop took me to the hospital first, He had my blood alcohol taken. I was 0.09878, so I was a few sips over the legal limit of 0.08.
Oh, you were drunk.
Legally, I was drunk.
Yeah.
Well, illegally, I was legally over the limit, is what I was.
Right. That means you're drunk. But I mean, I don't care if you were drunk. The point is it happened. You can't really.
It happened. Yeah. So
you can't. I don't know why you're trying to like minimize it. I mean, you were driving drunk and crashed into a house. Big deal.
Well, it was a big deal to me. I wanted sleep. I had Roy and Paul there the night before, or that night, and I had stopped drinking like 8 hours before this happened.
Mm.
Paul didn't like being alone with Roy when we were drinking, and I told him that I wanted a couple hours of sleep, and then I'd take him home. And he said, well, I'm just going to walk home now. And he lived 25 miles away from me, and I didn't want my brother walking on the road drunk.
So 8 hours went by and you were still over the limit?
Yeah, because I drank quite a bit that day.
Yeah, obviously. Holy cow.
Yeah. But I was tired when I on my way back home, and I was like about 1.25 miles away from home, and I fell asleep.
Wow.
Sucks because
I have all that, everything that's on the paperwork, like what you said to the cop, the whole police report.
Oh yeah, I know they've looked and tried to find out everything about me.
Oh yeah, something about you showing up to class drunk one time.
Yeah, it wasn't even. No. I had.
You weren't drunk.
I had. Okay, that story was told all wrong by my counselor.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, she said that I lied and said that I was in J, and I didn't think I'd be able to make that class on time, and that I came to class drunk. I didn't lie. I was in J. I left my load there, and I went back home, and I didn't know if I'd be able to make it at home or to class on time. And so when I got home, it was like 3:30 when I got home, and so I figured, okay, I made it home, so I'm safe. But my trailer was still in J, because I left them. That's how I got home so fast, was because I left my trailer in J. My boss told me leave the trailer there and come back so you can go make it to class. So I left my trailer there, and I came back home, and it was about 3:30 when I got home. And so I said, well, I feel like having a couple of beers, so I'm going to have a couple of beers before I go to class. And I wound up having 3 beers. And then I went to class. And all I was thinking was, okay, 3 beers in 3 hours, that's an hour a beer. But it's actually, I didn't realize, but it's actually a little over an hour a beer. It's about an hour and 15 minutes per beer for it to wear off. So that was my fault. It was my bad. I can't dodge that.
It's the truth then, because you said that's exactly what she said in the thing.
Yeah, well, she said that I lied about being in J, and I didn't lie about being in J.
Oh, well, I mean, that's not the important part. I think the main focus of the story is the fact that you showed up after drinking alcohol. I mean, she said you smelled like alcohol.
Yeah. I was wrong in it. I admitted to her that I was wrong on it. I'm not dodging that.
But I thought there was a funny part in it, though, where you told her that you just ate a lot of fruit.
Yeah.
So you did lie.
I did at the time, yeah. But then after I come clean with her on it. After class. But I don't know. I just don't like it when the story is when the final story is all twisted and just to make it look worse for me.
Well, the only thing that was wrong was that you weren't in J. I mean, the whole story wasn't really twisted. She just misunderstood, probably.
Well, it was twisted because she said that I lied, and I didn't lie about.
You just told me you lied.
I didn't lie about being in J. She said that I lied about being in J. I didn't lie about being in J.
Yeah, that's not the part she cares about.
It was still part of the lie. It was still part of her saying that I lied.
Or anything, or wrote you up for violating probation because you were in a different town. I think the point was that you were drinking alcohol.
Yeah, the point of that I was drinking alcohol and I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Especially before class, I shouldn't have.
Well, yeah. I mean, obvious.
It was my fault, and I definitely take responsibility for it because I did it.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.